Hello everyone, this is GabCat242. So here is my recent, third week of August 2019 video game haul, and we got quite a bit of stuff this time. I was not knowing what I was going to find, but the morning turned out to be pretty good. So I guess we'll start with this. So I picked this up at a thrift store. It's a Nintendo Wii. This is the black model. Came with 3 remotes, all the necessary hookups. Got this for $20. I was hoping there was a game inside. I ejected it, nothing there, but it works, so I was very pleased about that. So got that for $20 at the thrift store. And on to the yard sale stuff. So this all came from different sales, so got for really good prices as well. So I guess we'll start with this right here, just from the first place I went to. So there was a church community sale. I guess it's more of a rummage sale. They have it twice a year, and they always have good stuff. Like every time I go, I always find something really good, and their prices were dirt cheap. So they had advertised that I'm gonna start at 8. I actually got there at 6:30, and I was the first person there. And 7 o'clock they opened up and they let me in, and I came across. Now first it was these two. So I saw these 2 PSP games. We got Dynasty Warriors and Killzone Liberation. They were all there, except for this one. This wrong game was in this one. I think it was Star Wars Battlefront 2, but I liked that game, so it was fine. So I thought that was it. I almost left, but something told me to go double check, and there was this little plastic case in that same box where I found those 2 games, and I opened it up. Sure enough, if I can get it open, it was full of Game Boy games. And there was some pretty good stuff in there. Like there was a couple Pokemon games. What else was in there? I think, yeah, your common stuff like Tetris, but there was some Mario games in there as well. I think, it's like Super Mario Land. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but the ones that just caught my attention. So there was a Contra game in there. So I got this whole box for $12. So between this and the PSP games, I got everything for $14. So that was a good start for the morning. I went to another sale. Well, actually, this is from the same sale, but I'll come back to that later. So I went to another house. This was started at 8 o'clock. They had advertised they had games, but I did not know what they had, and I thought someone probably got it before I did, but I was wrong. So show up. They had a lot of games. Actually, they had a lot of handhelds and systems as well. Now, there were some good things and some bad things about this sale. So the good was they had a lot of good games. The bad was some of the prices were kind of high. I think some of their handhelds they wanted between $40 to $50, and some of their games were like $10 and up. And I mean, come on, it's a yard sale. How do you expect people are going to buy your stuff? But I noticed there was some stuff they had that was really cheap, and I grabbed this cheap stuff. So we got Pokemon trading card game, original Game Boy Color, Harvest Moon DS, Innocent Life from the PSP, Harvest Moon DS Island of Happiness, Harvest Moon 3D New Beginning, Spyro and the Dragonfly, Lord of the Rings Conquest, Lord of the Rings War in the North, Plants vs. Zombies. So as you can see, the prices were really random on some of these games. Oh yeah, and I also picked up this DVD set. I think it was called Ninja Nonsense. The whole set was $5. I've never heard of it or seen it, but for $5 I figured why not. So I think I paid $24 for all this, and it was kind of hard to just walk away from everything else because they had a lot of really good GameCube games, but I was not going to pay those prices they were asking. So moving on, went to another house. They had some Xbox 360 games. These were only 2 that caught my attention, so I picked up Family Game Night 4 and Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. Those were like $3 a piece, so I got both of those for $6. And actually, I went back to that one church rummage sale, and they had put up more stuff. No more games, but they did have this. A box of Magic cards, and the whole box was $5. So I snagged that up. So overall, pretty good morning. This was probably one of the better Saturdays I've had in a while, and hopefully this will continue on until I guess yard sale season stops. But that's my haul. Hope you enjoyed watching.